Yo, what's up? This is a bit of a different video here. Um, why I wanted to make this video, I don't know. I just thought it was a funny story. Definitely do not reenact the uh, actions taken in this video, as this is very stupid. Do not do any of the things in this video. I would like to say that it was made by professionals, but we are not professionals, so uh, um, so yeah, this is the story of how I got caught hotboxing in the school parking lot. Um, this was a day like any other, January 20th. I remember it vividly. How could I ever forget? This was a cold day, a windy day. I knew something was wrong with this day. I woke up, I had my breakfast, I looked out the window, and I was like, something doesn't feel right today. But you know what? Let's get it, bro. So we get to school, and I'm up to my fiend shit. I don't know. It was bad. There was nothing to do except just be at school, and, we weren't trying to do that, right? So, so we have a little break period, I'll call it that, and, between second and third period, and so I usually hang out with my friends. I'll call them Dylan and Matthew. Yeah. And so we were hanging out, and I was like, this was my idea. This was so stupid. I don't even know what I was on. I was just like, yo, hear me out, boys. We need to smoke now. Like, today, at some point. We need to make it part of our plan here. And so Dylan was like, alright, bet, like, what's the plan? I'm like, dude, Dylan's like, alright, well, I only have $10, so we can't do a whole lot. And I was like, okay, well, what if, I go to the gas station, buy like an Arizona or something, use cash back, get $10 back, and then we have 20. He was like, dude, that's a wonderful idea. And I was like, yeah, but I'm going to need your card to do this. And he was like, all right, dude. So I took his card down to the gas station right after Flex, which is right before my welding class. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. Let's just go to the gas station. So I got me a peace tea. They didn't have an Arizona, but I got me a peace tea, and it probably looked pretty weird getting $10 even back, but hey, you know what? You do what you gotta do. So I come back, and I'm a little late back to class. I'm like, whatever. We hit up our dude, and we're like, yo, we want 2 pre-rolls. Like, now normally I wouldn't suggest, if you are going to do it, getting pre-rolls, because that's like the easiest way to get scammed. But this guy I know and trust, so I was like, you know what? I can buy 2 pre-rolls from him, and they'll be gas. And oh my god, they were. I'll get into that. But I'm back in third period, nothing really cool happens. I kind of walk in like halfway through. There's a sub. I didn't really like tell her I was there until like right after the bell rang. So then she just counted me a present and was like, alright, you're cool. I was like, cool, thanks, man. Went to English, nothing really happened. My English teacher was there, though. Keep that in the back of your mind. So we had English. I had English with one of my friends who I got busted with. What do I call him? I'll call him Kyle. He feels like he has Kyle energy to me. I don't know. He's a crazy ass motherfucker. So I had English with Kyle, and nothing really happened. We hit up the dude. We're like, yo, we want 2 pre-rolls, and he's like, bet, bro. I'll be back at lunch. He's gonna go do his own thing real quick, and then he's gonna come back towards the end of lunch, and give us our 2 pre-rolls. And we're like, all right, dude, bet. And we were just like, yeah, dude, just please hurry. Like, we're trying to smoke today. And he's like, all right, bro, for sure. And I don't know if he really, I don't know if he like understood the memo that we wanted to smoke that day, because he was pretty late pulling up. We were sitting there in Dylan's car, and we're like, bro, we need this guy to pull up. We need the plug to pull up. And whenever he finally did, bro, it was like seeing Jesus move the rock in front of the tomb. It was like, oh my God, you could see the light. It was terrible. We could see this guy's. I don't want to dox that guy like that. He has a sports car, and we could just see it, and it's like very noticeable. Like classic drug dealer car, but we saw the light. We were like, hey, yo, he's here. Yeah. And so I run over to his car. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? I throw him the money real quick. And he's like, oh, dude, you're trying to smoke today? Like right now? And I was like, yeah, bro, like, we're fiending right now. And he was like, alright, bro. And just gave me the 2 little joints. And I felt accomplished. I was like, alright, dude, this is what I've been waiting for all fucking day. I do not care what happens at this point. I got what I want. And this is where I messed up. Yeah, you should never do this shit. This is so stupid. So I run back to the car, Dylan's car, and I'm like, yo, I got the booth. Let's go. And I don't know why, for some reason in my mind, I was just like, you know what? Let's smoke it right now with like barely, I think it was like maybe 15 minutes with like 5 minutes to walk to class left of lunch. Like, yeah, and everybody in the car. Okay, hold on, I gotta explain that. So we had Dylan in there, Kyle, and another guy. I'll just call him Z. Matthew felt sick and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. So he went home after yeah, you know what, after the break period. And so he wasn't there for this, thankfully, thank God. But we had a freshman named Z. I don't really know a good name to give him, but yeah, he was just kind of there, poor dude. So I'm like, yo, let's just spark up right now. And he's like, all right, dude, for sure. That was Dylan talking to me, because Dylan, he's up to some fiend shit too. We're on the same fiend energy, so it kind of worked out. But yeah, and then we sparked up in the fucking school parking lot. And we were like, yeah, dude, this is a good idea. This is so dumb. Like, oh man, the plug gave us these tiny little fucking joints, and let me tell you, man, oh my God, this was he gave us the loud pack though. I mean, I felt like for a little bit I was like, man, he kind of skimped us out, because like he kind of skimped on us a little bit, because like he gave us these little joints for $20. Like, yeah, I don't want to be one of those weirdos that pays more than $10 per G, but then I smoked it, and I was like, oh my God, like, no, he didn't skimp out on anything. Like, this is quality over quantity, like, at this point. Like, holy shit, this got me cooked. But I digress. So we spark up in the parking lot, absolute no care in the world as to who sees or could probably smell, because we're fucking hotboxing a little like Nissan Altima or some shit. Like, it's one of these tiny ass cars, right? So if you hotbox that thing, like, it's gonna reek for weeks, and it did. It was fucking hilarious. Um, oh my god. And we hotbox this shit so hard, you can't even see the kid next to you, bro. That's how, like, it looked like a smoke grenade went off in this bitch. And lunch ends, we're done smoking, we hop out, we're like, alright. Kyle, he's all freaking the fuck out. He's like, yo, dude, we smell. I was like, was, I was so high at this point. I was like, man, you're tripping, bro. We don't even smell that bad. Like, like, what are you tripping about, bro? Oh my god, bro. I couldn't have been more wrong in my life. I don't know why I thought this. Maybe I was just like so high. I was just like trying to cope. I don't know. To me, it didn't smell that bad. I don't know. But I had an absolute aura of dank around me, let me tell you. This was so bad. like I walk into a room and everybody just like looks at me and just knows that I smoked. Like, that's how bad it was. It's not even like a, damn, someone smells like weed, and then like look around and try to find who smells like weed. Like, no, like this this was bad, and this was all four of us. So you can imagine us walking into like the same area and just collectively smelling dank. Like, yeah, it didn't. Excuse me. It didn't. Yeah, didn't work out that good for us. So we go. So I go to my sixth period, and I might leave the other stories as a different video, or like a little podcast if they want to come on and tell their story. Maybe, I don't know. I might get them on in the future. I'm still friends with these guys, by the way. Really good friends with these guys. They're all really cool guys. Yeah. Shout out to Dylan watching this. I know he's watching this right now. Hey, let's go. Kyle, yeah. Matthew, yeah. Y'all know who you are. But yeah. What the fuck was I talking about? Damn it. Yeah, so we hop out the car. I'm like, yo, we don't even smell that bad. Kyle's like, yo, we need some cologne. And I was like, bro, you're tripping, bro. What do you... I was like, alright, fine. I'll take a little bit of cologne. And he was like, bro, you need more than a little bit. And I'm like, no, bro. 2 sprays maximum. I don't care how fucked up I am. 2 sprays is the max cologne, bro. You do not go over 2 sprays. I have seen time and time again kids in like from middle school, it just like still just fucking drench themselves with cologne or perfume. Like, dog, you do not need all of this cologne, bro. Like, you've used so much cologne that you've gone backwards on the spectrum, and now you just smell like shit. Like, there's no reason for that. But anyways, I get my 2 sprays, and I'm like, alright, bro. Let's go to astronomy, bro. I got this. And, oh my god. I don't know. We had a sub in there. So I was like, alright, I'm chilling for now. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, I probably don't smell that bad. This is probably fine. Of course, I had the eye drops. Dylan didn't much care for taking eye drops. I'm not really sure why. Probably because he just couldn't get them in on his own. But, fucking idiot. Whatever. Yeah, he never used them. I don't know. It fucking sounds kind of backwards to me, because the whole point was to be like hiding that you're high, but hey, whatever. Yeah, so 6th period goes by. I'm like, alright, cool. I'll hop in math, and already I just like, I knew something was up. I don't know. I felt a disturbance in the force. I text my homeboy. I'm like, yo, my homie in math. I was like, yo, I need to sit by you, like right now. I'll call him Jones. He's kind of a minor character, but I was like, dude, I need to sit next to you in this class, like, because he sits in the back always. And for some reason at the beginning of the year, I was just like forced to sit at the front, like by the other classmates, because they had just like taken the seats, all the other seats. So I was like forced to sit like second row, and it's some ass. But today I was like, this day I was like, man, I was like, yo, dude, I need to sit next to you today in the back of the class. Like, I don't care. Like, like this is so bad. And he's like, bro, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why? I was like, bro, you'll see when I pull up. And I get in there, and he comes in there, and he like just slowly lifts his hand up to dap me up, and he's like, what did you do? I was like, bro, Jones, I'm not even gonna cap, bro. I give him the little rundown, the little Dark Souls item description here, the lore. You know, and he's like, bro, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, bro, what do you mean? Like, this is fine. Yeah, so the math teacher, she gave me a math test, and I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I have no fucking idea how to do this, even if I was sober. Like, they're, like, what the, so I'm sitting here attempting to take this math test. Really, that just means I'm staring at it. Um, and I hear a strange sound. I hear something most peculiar. Excuse me. I can hear the kids talking in the class, while we're taking a test. It's kind of weird, but and I can also very slightly from the corner of the room hear the teacher talking to somebody, saying, yeah, like he's been to the bathroom every day for the past 3 days for at least 5 minutes. And I was like, oh shit, I know that's me. Because my ass is trying to skip math. I ain't not skip math, like, I mean, I would only go to the bathroom for like max of 5 minutes. I mean, that was kind of every day, but hey, honestly, I just didn't like the kids in that class. Like, they annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, man, I need I need a 5 minute break from these kids. Holy shit. But yeah, I knew like instantly, even though I was like super high, I was like, oh, well, she's talking about me, so this isn't good. I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, I'm boned. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just sitting there taking my test, or making it look like I'm doing my test at least. And I feel a hand come over my shoulder, and he's like, are you G-word? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, alright, grab your stuff, come with me. And this dude, oh my fucking god. So I don't know what the hell he actually is, if he's like an assistant principal or something. I don't know. But he's just this old dude, and he's been there for fucking eons. Alright. He's an asshole too. I don't want to say his name. I'll just call him Cock. That sounds about good. This old dude just named Cock. He fucking, oh my god. He was fucking with me. So, he grabs me, and I'm like, shit, man. He's like, grab your stuff, come with me. I'm like, oh, man. Fuck. I'm just like, man. And on the surface level, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, alright, whatever. I can probably just play this off. This is all fine. In my head, I was like, it was like SpongeBob burning the memory documents in his brain. Like, that was me. But, yeah, so we're walking out of the class. I got my shit, and I'm like, not even like 30 seconds later, he's like, he points at another kid, and he's like, I need you to come with me too. And this kid's just like, what? Like, bro, this man got a double kill in math class, bro. Like, what the fuck? He's popping off right now, dude. He's about to get kill cam, bro. Like, but anyways, so I'm walking down the hall with Cock and this other kid, and I'm like, dude, I gotta take off my hoodie, bro, because my hoodie, I realized at this point, I'm like, my hoodie probably smells. And I was like, but I was so stupid at this point, I was like, nah, you know what, I'm fine, it's probably just my hoodie, so I need to get it, like, just need to distance myself from my hoodies, right? So, I, and I'm trying to take off my hoodie, and this kid's like, hey, bro, let me hold your backpack. I'm like, thanks, man. So I take off my hoodie, and then I forget about my backpack. Like, I forget this kid is holding my backpack. And I mean, he's not like some weird kid, like I know him. I'm not really close with him, but it wasn't that big a deal. But I was just like, I completely forgot that he had my backpack. I was like, I walked into the office, and the cop opened one of the cop's office doors. There's two offices with two officers. Jesus, that was weird. And he opens one of the doors, and yeah, he opens the door, and he looks at me, and he's like, "Is this the guy?" This is the guy. Like, I can't even make this shit up, bro. He for real, he was just, oh my god. Oh, man, it was terrible. And I saw, what was the name I gave him? Kyle? I saw Kyle in there, and he gave me, like, the death stare, bro. He was not mad at, but he was trying to communicate, like, bro, we're fucked. I could tell it on his face. I was like, oh, man, some shit's up. And whenever the cop opened the door, I call him Officer S. Whenever he opened the door, I saw a Z in there. He was kind of the fourth forgotten character here. He's kind of an insignificant character, but I saw him here, and he was in the room just crying his eyes out because he's a freshman. He was a freshman at the time, and yeah, man. And I remember seeing that and then turning over to Kyle and just being like, wow, like, we're fucked. And I didn't see Dylan during all of this. Which is weird. I don't know where they got him or took him, I guess. But yeah, I went into Cox's office and he with Officer S in there, and Officer S was like, yeah, okay, so this is where things get a little blurry because mind you, I was so high at this point, like, probably, I don't know, I want to say like over 45 minutes had passed, and so, like, like, that's enough time for the weed to really kick in. So at that point I was pretty baked, and I was I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, I didn't really give a shit. Like, I don't know. At the beginning, I was like, oh, man. Like, man, I got caught. And then, like, once I got into Cox's office, I was like, man, what? What's even going on? Like, I was like, ah, whatever. But, so he's like, so Officer S is like, yeah, so all your other friends, they already confessed, so you can do this the easy way, you can do this the hard way. The hard way would be, we'd have to drug test you and do all this stuff. And I was like, well, shit. He's like, yeah, we also got you on camera, so I was like, what? Oh, man. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, we smoked. And I was like, he was like, okay. Like, they did, both him and the assistant principal did, like, like a sigh of relief. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all relieved about? Like, I'm high as shit and I'm in an interrogation right now, dog. Like, so my my school has had two campuses, and so we had to walk over to the east campus, right? Because this other assistant principal, I guess, is over in the east, and she does the actual, like, punishments. So so they get Officer G, the other officer who was, I guess, interrogating Z in there, our fourth character. They get him to escort us, and it was cold as shit. It was snowy. We were going to the east building. It was ass. It was terrible, bro. Like, me and Kyle didn't even, like, we barely even looked at each other while we were walking over there. Like, I could see my car in the distance, man. Let me tell you, man, I was hard pressed not to just bolt in that minute. I don't know why. Something in my brain was like, yo, let's dip right now, bro. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. But I was like, I was A, too stoned. B, I was just like, you know what? I don't think I could run even if I wanted to. Like, even if somehow I was able to. I mean, this officer, he's kind of older. He's not like too old to be a cop, but you know what? I think I think I smoke too much weed and eat too much shit because I never fucking work out or anything. So I think this dude got me beat if I tried to run, right? So I I decided not to take my chances. Um, but yeah, we go to the east building and I'll call oh, what the fuck do I call the assistant principal? I'll just call her Miss H. She, oh my god, bro, she was kind of fucking with us when we came in. She was like, Officer G brought us in. She was like, "Are these my stoners?" And me and Kyle, bro, we were not having any of this shit. Let me tell you, we were not, we were not in the mood for laughs, which I think is pretty understandable given the situation. But like, so she's just like doing some basic shit. She's just like writing down her information. She keeps on trying to throw out these jokes that just are not working. Like, I don't know what she was on, but a few minutes pass, and I'm like, you know what? I started thinking a little bit. I started using my three brain cells I had at this point. I was like, you know what? She was typing some shit in on the computer. She had her back turned to me. I was like, I just said out loud, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna be in this situation, at least I'm high. And she turns around so slowly and gives me this jaw-dropped look, like she was one gift sub away from pogging, bro. Like, she gave me this absolutely dumbfounded face, and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, I said it again. I was like, "Yo, if I'm gonna be in this situation, at least I'm high." And she looks at me again for a second, and she starts bawling fucking laughing, bro. I can't even make this shit up. I got the vice principal to laugh, bro. Like, and Kyle, bro, the whole time Kyle was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing, bro?" Like, he wasn't saying that, but like I could tell, like, with his motions. I was like, "Bro, chill out. I got this." But yeah, man. Oh, she got a good laugh out of that, and then she brought Officer G back in the room, and she told him, and he got a good laugh out of it, and I was like, fuck yeah. And so G was standing there, he was like, "So what'd y'all smoke, a blunt?" And I was like, "Nah, 2 joints." And he for real went, "Damn." Like he lost a bet, bro. He slapped his knee and said that, like he lost a bet, bro. I can't even make this shit up, bro. I mean, I might have been zooted as fuck, but I was conscious enough for that to remember that, bro. Because, if you're sitting there standing to a cop, like talking to a cop, you're high. The chances of you remembering the conversation with the cop are pretty good, I'd imagine, for most people, hopefully. At least in the state of Texas. God damn. Oh man, but yeah, so she was like, "Yeah, you guys got 30 days DAP, which is Disciplinary Action Education Program." That's a whole nother thing. I'll get into that in another video, I think. This video is kind of running on now, 30 minutes. But yeah, I don't know why I wanted to make this video. Just a little something, a little entertainment. I might make a video on the DAP series. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, that's about it. Don't do this shit at school either. You got much more important shit to do at school than smoke weed. Just do your schoolwork. You're fucking stupid. Alright, that's about it. See ya.